everyone, so today's video is going to be a first impressions sort of makeup tutorial because I was in town the other day and I picked up a few bits and I thought, oh, I'll save these to try in a video. I also recently got a few bits that are sort of new, but I've used them a bit, so it won't be a first impressions, but I can still tell you my opinion on them. So I thought I would just do a video on it and just get started. So I'm going to start with eyebrows because that's what I do, because when I carve them out with concealer I like to blend that into my foundation. So I recently got the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, so this isn't brand new and I have tried it out a bit, but I have to say when I first tried it I didn't like it. I wasn't used to it. I've never used a pomade on my eyebrows before. I've always used a pencil or just a brow gel, so it was quite different, but now I'm used to it. I actually really like it. Now I got mine in the shade medium brown and it actually took me a while to choose the shade because people were telling me different colours and I knew medium brown is the one I wanted to get, and some people said it would be too dark for me, but it's actually alright. It is too dark if you dip it in like really hard and then you press really hard on your eyebrows, but it's alright if you do it lightly or like with a light hand, it's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows with this. And then I also picked up recently the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cover and Conceal palette. Now you'll know me that I have raved about the Correct to Colour palette that has all the colours in it, and I have used up the concealer shade that I carve my eyebrows in for that, but this palette is just full of the light shades that I need for my eyebrows for anywhere else. So this one is in light. I think there's a medium and a dark as well. And again, this was £6, so I absolutely love this, and I'm going to use this to carve out my eyebrows. I started using this light shade, but I feel like it was a bit too light, so I moved on to this shade here. So I just did my brows off camera because it's easier for me. They might look a bit dark or weird on camera, it's just because I haven't got any other makeup on. Wondering where I got the dip brow from? I got it from Beauty Bay, which is literally like one of my favourite websites because you can get makeup that is like overseas brands like in America and stuff, and they're pretty good prices on that. So I am just going to take this Real Techniques Dome Shadow Brush, and the concealer that's under my eyebrows I'm going to sort of blend down so it's sort of on my eyelid to sort of create a base. We'll put more concealer on that because that's what I like to do, but I'm also going to sort of blend them out at the top. I will blend them better with foundation, but the underneath bit doesn't really get foundation, so you sort of need to blend them. For foundation, I picked up a foundation I actually had used before, and it's the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation. You probably see me talk about the concealer a lot because I have it and I really like the concealer. So I have used this before in my past, and I feel like I used this when I was in year 8 and when I first started my YouTube channel, and so I didn't have much of an opinion on this foundation because I didn't really know what a good foundation was. I'm now going to judge it sort of based off my favourite, which is the L'Oreal True Match, because I honestly think that's so good and you all know that already. And also when I had this foundation it was too old and I'd kept it for ages and it went orange, and so it was too dark and I was still using it and I don't know why. And I got mine in the shade 010 Light Porcelain, so hopefully it should be an alright shade for me, and it has SPF 15 so it'll be a good summer foundation. I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge. I really need a new one of these. It's slightly damp, so I'm just going to go ahead and dot this around my face. It's quite thick, it's like, it's not liquidy at all, like I could put that upside down and nothing would drip out. So I'm just doing it normally like I would apply. It does feel really thick on my face. The L'Oreal True Match one kind of feels quite lighter weighted. I also really don't like the smell of this foundation. It's sort of quite, it's a really weird smell, I don't know. Then I'm just going to take this sponge and just blend it in. And the colour match seems to be alright. I'll look when I can actually see to see if it matches, because I've tried porcelain foundations before and I've still looked orange. So, and I feel like when I had this a while back, they only had shade light, they didn't have light porcelain. so maybe it was just too dark for me. It's supposed to be illuminating and I suppose a dewy, not a matte foundation, which is good for my skin type. And it does look really nice and dewy. It doesn't look matte at all, whereas some foundations on me can look really matte. They can look really drying. I really like that. So I'm just going to put my glasses on so I can sort of see it a bit better. The colour match is really good. Like, this is definitely a shade that's light enough for me, and I actually really like that. It feels really nice on the skin, although it feels a bit thick and heavy when you sort of pump it out or you dot it around your face. It feels really nice and lightweight, and I really like the finish. So I actually really do like this foundation, and I may start using it a bit more. I feel like in the summer this will be really, really nice. Next I'm going to go into some concealers. So I also recently purchased these, and these are the Allē Pro Girl concealers. I have used my shade, the one in the shade Porcelain, a lot, so I'm going to use this to go under my eyes on any blemishes. I just think it's a really nice concealer. And then I've also picked up a contour shade which I haven't actually used yet, and I got it in the shade Toast. I'm not too sure if it's a bit dark, but I'm going to try contouring with this, and we're just going to see how it goes. So I'm just going to use this concealer. I also got these off Beauty Bay, and I'm also going to put some of this on my eyelid just to sort of prime it. And then I'm going to go in the shade Toast, and I'm just going to do some contour on the side of my cheeks and my forehead. I don't want too much coming out, so I'm just going to sort of, it's quite a thin line. I don't want to put too much on and like it look orange though, but I've seen so many people contour with these and it's been really good, so I just thought I'd give it a try. I'm just going to put it in those places, and then I'm going to use my beauty blender and I'm going to blend it out. See how well it blends. It just blends nicely, and the colour is actually okay. I'm not sure that it has quite done all that much though. Ooh, it's a little bit orange. I think I put a little bit too much on that side. This side's alright because I didn't quite... But that side's really orange, so I'm just gonna put some of the lighter concealer and I'm just gonna tone it down a little bit. I'm not too sure that I liked that. It's a bit annoying that you have to sort of squeeze it out, although I like this applicator for this colour, but if you're trying to do a contour with a darker shade, I'm not sure if I like that squeezy applicator. I feel like I need to squeeze it out onto something and then pick it up with a different brush. Maybe I should try that next time, but this is alright. I should probably keep trying it, but I wouldn't pick it out. I'd probably go for my Maybelline contour stick over this concealer to contour with. So next I'm just going to go with a bronze, and this product isn't new, but it's my Too Faced chocolate bronzer because I didn't pick up any bronzer, so I'm just going to sort of lightly bronze with that. I'm going to go in with a blush which isn't also new, I just haven't used it in a very long time, and it's the MUA Makeup Academy blusher in the shade Bonbon. These are only £1 and I actually really like these, I just forget that I have them. It is very cheap packaging and mine has cracked because I dropped it a few times, but it's a really pretty colour, and for £1 these are so pigmented, so I'm just going to pop that on my cheek. I actually forgot that I picked up this powder as well, so although I've already put blush on, I'm still going to try and do like a bit of baking, but I'm not going to wait 10 minutes because I don't have that amount of time. But it's the MUA Skin Define Matte Perfect Loose Powder. So I'm going to put this where I did my contour and under my eyes, because when my glasses sit I really need to set it down. So this is just a loose powder, and I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to use it on that. So I'm just going to press it under my eyes. I'm going to then use this brush and I'm just going to sweep it. Okay, so now we can do highlighter, which is what I was going to do before I forgot about that powder. And I managed to get my hands on the Jeffree and Manny MUA highlighter. I got the Eclipse highlighter and the Daddy liquid lipstick because it's a nude shade, and I'm also going to be trying that out today. This highlighter I have used a few times and you can sort of see a bit, but it's so gorgeous. The only thing that I have to say about this is it's really chalky, and I've heard a few people say that, but you can see all the fallout on it, and I feel like Jeffree's other highlighters aren't as chalky, so I'm not too sure what happened to this one, but regardless it is so pretty still, so I'm going to use some of that. I also find it comes out better on a brush that isn't a fan, but I go in with the fan first and then I'll use a smaller brush. I'm going to go in with, that was the MUA F8 brush, and I'm going to go in with the Morphe R37 brush, which is an eyeshadow brush, but you know, who cares. I didn't pick up any eyeshadow palettes. One of the new things I picked up for eyes was a mascara, but I thought I would just do a really easy eye look. So I'm going to take my bronzer, which I do sometimes, I'm going to pop this colour in my crease, and then I'm going to use the Colourpop single Super Shock shadow in the shade Lala, and it's just this really pretty sort of gold colour, and I'm just going to put that on my lid and sort of blend it into the crease. Just a really nice quick eye look, and I'm going to use the Morphe M511 brush and the Morphe M502 brush. I'm going to quickly curl my eyelashes. Now, a mascara is something that I have got to try. So I've got the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara. It's still in the packet, I still haven't used it. And this is in the really black one. They've put one of those stickers on it again, and they don't come off and they ruin the mascara, and it's so annoying. So this is supposed to be really good. There is a red one as well, but I'm not sure what the difference is. Okay, so that is what it looks like, and the wand I think is quite thin. Yeah, it's really thin, and it's sort of just got, trying to show you what it looks like. It's sort of just got the bristles on the one side. So we're going to see how well this works out. See if I like it, because I really do like Maybelline mascaras. It has really separated my lashes nicely because of such a fine brush. It's given a bit of volume, but not too much. Push Up Angel, so I guess it's sort of to push up your eyelashes, which it has done that. It just hasn't made them all that thick. It's also, the brush I feel like is better for your bottom eyelashes because it's so thin. I really didn't like the brush, how there's only the bristles on the one side. So I need to keep trying this because I'm really not too sure how I feel about it right now. For lips, I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star and Manny liquid lipstick in the shade Daddy. So there is the other one called I'm Shook, which is sort of a red shade, but this one is the nude, so I picked this one up. And the formula, I've just swatched this, it's sort of like a really deep nude, which I do like nudes, but it's quite dark. But the formula of Jeffree's lipsticks are one of my favourite liquid lipstick formulas, so I'm not really too sure how you could go wrong with these. My lips are so dry. I really like this colour, though it is on the darker nude side. It is such a pretty colour, and the formula again is amazing. So this liquid lipstick for some reason smells different to his other ones, which the other smell I didn't like at first, but I got used to. This smells nicer, like I don't know, it smells like a liquid lipstick that I've smelled before, but it's way nicer. But I really like this liquid lipstick. So if you can get your hands on the Jeffree and Manny stuff, so if you're in the UK, it's still on Beauty Bay, I believe. I don't think it's out of stock yet. Products that I use, the one thing that I really liked was the foundation, and I will continue to use this. The other products I'm still sort of trying out. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!